Trey Jones, who played under Bob Stoops at Oklahoma, plays for him now with the Dallas Renegades. You'll see the game in a matter of minutes here on ESPN. Meantime, if you were watching yesterday, and by the ratings numbers you were,
you had a pulse.
Yeah, Duke, North Carolina down the stretch. Trey Jones just simply dominated this game.
Here we go, let's go. Monday. Hey, go ahead.
Third down, 16, blitz coming. Nelson pressured, and they get to him and bring him down on third down. It's a loss of 2. And the defense for Jay Hayes, aggressive on third and long. Dwayne Hendricks comes up with a sack.
They're kind of in that no man's land, third and long, fourth and long. Decided to play the field position game with a beautiful ball. Checking up beautifully.
Baylor's Drew Galix kills it, a 33-yard punt, and it's going to be a really long field for St. Louis.
And I guess if you can down it inside the 5, if your punter can do that consistently, then maybe we'll see more punts in this game.
And we're going to learn more and more. Pat on the back from Pat McAfee for Galix, who once kicked the torn ACL in college. Jordan Ta'amu is the St. Louis quarterback, a product out of Ole Miss and a native of Hawaii. Ta'amu, 2-year starter at Ole Miss. Undrafted free agent in 2019, went to camp with the Texans, but didn't stick. The throwing Samoan. He said, I love to throw, I love to move around. And he looked up to the original throwing Samoan, Jack Thompson, at Washington State.
Crowds coming alive down here, Tom. These crowds all weekend have been magnetic.
Matt Jones is tailback. First touch for Jones. Product of the University of Florida, and he finds 5.
And the strength of this St. Louis team is in their backfield. They believe that they have running backs that can carry this football team with Christian Michael, with Matt Jones, even Keith Ford. If they can establish the running game, it'll get this offense going.
Jones, a third-round pick of the Redskins out of Florida. Had a chance for the starting job there, but couldn't hold it. Pressure coming from the edge. Here's Jones. And a first down run out to the 20.
How about the blocking up front by this offensive line? And ask Coach, could your offensive line be a ground and pound type of offense? And so far early, to get a big first down coming off the goal line, that is huge. Not only if they continue this drive, but it will help them flip the field if they do have to punt.
Time to throw. Beautiful pass and catch. Brandon Riley will turn it into a first down. The most dependable receivers for the Battlehawks are the guys who will line up in the slot.
And I love the play call. Run it 2 times. Establish that you want to be physical. Play action pass. Wide open. Slant behind. It clears up the defense. Makes it easy throw for Ta'amu.
Riley will head to the sideline, get checked out.
At the all-new Carfax.com.
That's my nacho.
Those were decorative.
Finally, delicious nachos you don't have to fight over. Come together with the new Nachos Party Pack from Taco Bell.
This is painful.
I bet.
I can't load anything. Use the switch to Boost Mobile. You get 4 free phones when you switch.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get 4 lines for $25 per line per month with unlimited data and 4 free Samsung Galaxy A20 phones, all on our super reliable, super fast network.
Pickup of 3. Chuck Long is the offensive coordinator for St. Louis.
All right, let's go 11. Trips right far, 501 jet trail. Trips right far, 501 jet trail.
501, 501. Get set. Get set. Hey, Sunday. Sunday.
5 wide. Ta'amu goes to the out route, and it's dropped off the hands of Ford. And nearly picked.
Wants to establish the run. They're bringing more guys into the pocket, and it'll set up a second and long. And now, if you're Dallas's defense, you feel like things are in your favor.
Ready, go.
And bringing extra man. Ta'amu going deep again. Nice touch, and it is hauled in up the sideline. Alonzo Russell with the first down catch on a gain of 29. They went after Josh Hawkins at corner again.
Alonzo Russell's a guy that's 6'4". He's the guy that you get closer to the goal line. They want to throw balls up, let him go get them. You can see the size. It's pretty good coverage. Great throw by Tamu to the outside of the receiver where only he can get it, and then that length of Russell at 6'4" brings the ball in on the sideline.
A double move with a pump fake. Tamu drops it in a bucket there.
Only need 1 foot down in the XFL for it to be a completion. Dallas runs a couple guys off late. Running game, nothing doing.
To see if he can read. It's a 3 deep coverage, so you're thinking inside, 2 inside receivers on the vertical to see if they can get it.
Tamu on the run. He's in trying to run for it. Needs to get to the 45. He does, plus more. And Jordan Tamu did it so well in college, using his legs to stretch the defense. Picks up 17 and a St. Louis first down.
And this is the difference between Tamu and most quarterbacks in this league. You see the verticals going downfield. DBs are soft. Tamu brings his eyes down. He's locating the rush and finding out where he can get outside the pocket and pick up a huge first down.
DBs are soft?
The coverage was soft.
Okay, clarification.
Yeah. 180. What's up?
Michael gets taken down again, and they pile in on him. And the football came loose. Dallas came away with it. And we'll see if he was ruled down. Jonathan Calvin out of Mississippi State recovered it. And the fun part of the XFL, each football is branded per team.
Ruling on the field is that the runner was down by contact. Second down.
So that means if you're a defensive player and you get a takeaway, you get a trophy. You get to keep your football. Pat, what'd you see?
You know what I like about the XFL is whenever they review plays, like they're probably going to do for this, we hear the ref and the officials talk it through. I think he popped back up to his feet and then the ball came out.
Ruling on the field. Runner was down by contact. The previous play is under further review.
Yeah, the defensive recovery, okay. All right. All right, you see that, James? You good with that? He is not touched. James, how you doing over here? You with us, James? Yeah,
Mike Chase is a replay official on the left.
Here we go. So the runner slid down. He was not contacted. As he's going to get up, we have no contact. The ball is out. And we have a defensive recovery, correct? Okay, so we're just going to get you a spot. We're going to reverse this and give it to the defense. We're going to give you a spot. Looks like, let's go with the 36-yard line coming out. So we're going to reverse this. The runner was down, got back up and lost the ball, however you want to describe that. And then we're going to reverse this and give it to them at the 36. Good with that? All right, smile pretty.
So that's how the sausage is made.
What a terrible end to a drive.
After review, the runner went down, got back up, and was not touched by the defense. The ball was knocked out and recovered by the defense at the 36-yard line. Will be first down.
Jonathan Calvin with the recovery.
I love the efficiency of the review. Let's just simply take a look at it. We hear the conversation, what it is, let me give you a spot, get the ball back, and you switch. Wasn't a huge delay, keeps the game going, and they make the correct call, which is really what matters.
Joey, a lot of people have talked about the kickoff being their favorite change, the punt, maybe the overtime, the extra point. For me, that transparency right there is a game changer that needs to be adopted everywhere. Stat.
And in the XFL.
Timeout.
He wanted a man cave in our new home.
But she wanted to be close to nature, so we met in the middle.
Oh, look who just woke up. You are so cute.
But one thing we could both agree on was getting Geico to help with homeowners insurance.
Yeah, it was really easy and we saved a bunch of money. You got it. You're such a smart bear.
Call Geico and see how easy saving on homeowners and condo insurance can be.
Little Caesars delivery is the best thing since sliced bread. Sorry, sliced bread. Save $5 or more over other national chains on delivered pizza.
Pizza, pizza.
At T-Mobile, start 2020 ovens on us.
It's better like that.
Only at T-Mobile.
We might not.
And now, this word from our president.
That's not what your kitchen can do for you, but what you can do for your kitchen.
Now at Carl's, during our President's Day sale, save up to 40% on major appliances.
This Frigidaire kitchen package is $19.99.
This 4-piece LG kitchen is just $29.99.
We have savings store-wide on 4K TVs, so do iComfort beds and furniture. Carl's, your servicing dealer since Ike was president.
Let me guess, 1956?
The XFL is here in Arlington, Texas, and there's a Sooner flavor to this. Landry Jones will be the starting.
Tiger Linda! Tiger Linda! Hey, right here, right here! Here we go! Monday! Ready, go ahead!
Pressure coming. Nelson dumps it over the middle. The pass is bobbled and intercepted, but they say it hit the turf. Kenny Robinson, the product out of West Virginia, tried to scoop it up quickly. Couldn't field it. On that story in a moment, 32-yard field goal attempt for Austin McGinnis. The pride of Big Blue Nation. And McGinnis punches it through for the first points for the Dallas Renegades, and the Kentucky product has the Renegades out front after a 13-play, 50-yard drive. 3-0 Dallas.
Paul, I am
All right, where were we? There you are. Here we go, here we go. Yes! Sorry, it took forever. Hey, buddy. One more sleep. Love you, buddy. Out into the open world? That's my way to play. Nintendo Switch.
The Impossible Whopper is now in the 2-for-6 mixer match deal. Now at the Impossible Whopper. Your way, way better.
Dad, you gonna miss me.
I'm not even gonna notice you're gone.
There's no feeling like it.
10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains second down.
James Carter's our referee. The center judge is Amanda Sauer-Cook. Every officiating crew in the XFL has at least one female member. Amanda Sauer-Cook made her collegiate debut in Conference USA Network's Big Ten games.
Also, can we give a little love to the ball spotter? 100% a ball spotter out here?
100% trying to keep the game moving.
I like the game.
Tamu has time. And that one kicked as he tries to ground it.
Unlimited data and 4 free Samsung Galaxy A20 phones, all on our super reliable, super fast network.
Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? I'll be waiting just for you. Welcome to my world.
Watching for the old school.
The amount of players in here that are going to go to the league, that come from the league, I mean, it's been a hell of a success.
On fourth down, they keep the offense on the field, and they try to run it every play. Lance Dunbar gets stopped, and they will turn it over on downs.
That was one. That's a huge play by the St. Louis defense.
The ball will go over on downs.
Offense has struggled. They've had some penalties. They're only down 3-0. They haven't played their best football, but if you're Chuck Long, you're thinking, we can put something together here. We're right back in this game.
Come on, let's drive down this field and score. We're scoring right here. Let's go.
It's a 3-0 lead. The favorites from Dallas.
Pick up a 6-pack of Michelob Ultra. Pick up a 6-pack of Michelob Ultra Pure Gold. We'll help transition 6 square feet of farmland to organic. Every 6-pack, 6 square feet can go organic.
Discover the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. There's no feeling like it.
This is fan first, free to play, anywhere, everywhere, all day. Who couldn't use 500K? This is for the love of football. Download the free Play XFL app and you can win $500,000 next weekend. See official rules in the Play XFL app.
At Wendy's, every bacon cheeseburger is made fresh.
GetRoman.com/TV.
It's the fight of our lifetime, where we'll make a stand for honesty, national unity, and basic decency. So here's the thing. Whoever steps into that ring with Donald Trump better win. Because what's at stake is nothing less than America. So now, who do you think is tough enough to go the distance?
I'm running to defeat Donald Trump and put the United back in the United States of America.
Exactly.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Oh, I am Lyle.
This is your game day fit. This is your I'm not leaving the house today gear. This is not your proof and not your same old swag. This is for the love of football. Gear up at XFLshop.com.
Inside 2 minutes, Dallas 3, St. Louis nothing. Pat McAfee has football royalty on the sideline. Pat.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is the handsome NFL Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. Troy,
first down.
XFL kickoff weekend here, 2020. What do you think?
I think it's great. It's exciting to have football here, and after the NFL season. I watched some of the games last night. Come here tonight, support my guy Daryl Moose Johnston and his team, the Renegades, and it's been fantastic.
You said you were sitting in the box with him, getting a little inside information. He's the acting general manager, basically, for this team for Stoops. What have you learned?
Well, I've learned that it happens all really, really fast. A 25-second play clock, which I love. I think there are some things within this game. I think the kickoff is interesting. A lot of the things that the NFL is hoping to adopt, I think it's a chance to see how it is executed at this level, and I think we might see some of it.
The transparency of the refs and reviews, I like a lot. I would assume you agree in that type of thing. Will you see a transformation, you think, from the XFL rules to the NFL, and how quickly do you think that happens?
I think we will, and it gives the NFL a chance to kind of see how it's adopted here in the XFL and how it's received and how it works and all those things. Dean Blandino, of course, he's been involved.
Troy, jeez, Troy, get out of the way, Troy.
You're going to get me killed over here, aren't you?
Troy's like 120 pounds right now. He looks incredible. Last question before I let you go. How about the communications from the coach to all of the players on the offense? Do you think that's something the NFL should have done?
I like it. Now, I was told it was not all the players, but most of the players. I'd like to see it adopted to all the players. I think it's somewhat of a game changer. I'd like to see the coaches be able to talk to the defensive players, all of them as well. I don't see any reason why that would be necessarily a negative. I think it's a real positive. So I like I think this league's got a real chance, and you're involved, so that gives me hope.
All right, Troy. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Troy used to have an office in this stadium, and he has a restaurant across the street. Obviously, he owns this town. I will go visit Troy's. Big thanks to Troy Aikman. Seems like everybody in the NFL royalty loves the XFL, by the way.
Pat, if you would have gotten Troy Aikman killed, your picture would have been on every post office in this entire state.
Yeah, but why didn't Pat
on the game clock.
protect Troy? Pat took off. Troy didn't know what was going on. Pat took off.
Hey, you hear those shots, you got to run, Joey, okay?
Come on, Pat.
Got a game clock issue, so they need to put a little bit more time. There are
1:43.
separate 2-minute rules in this comeback period.
He doesn't get the delay now because it was administrative. So now we start it because they've already had that. Yeah.
Clock's supposed to stop after every play under 2 minutes.
Yep, including the ones that finish inside the field of play. LaDamian Washington out of Missouri picks up the first down. Here's how it breaks down. Try to give the team that's trailing more time at the end of each half. If it ends in the field of play, the game clock will stop for the ball spot in a 5-second runoff of the play clock. And then an incomplete pass is out of bounds. As usual, the game clock will stop until the ball is
reset the game clock to 1:34. 1:34 on the game clock, and the clock will start on my signal.
Okay.
10th play of the draft for St. Louis. Keith Ford breaks through, and Keith Ford takes it into the end zone. A 16-yard touchdown run to give St. Louis its first ever lead.
in a play that looked like it was going to be stopped. And we talked about there hadn't been much tackling by these teams in camp. And so each coaching staff was concerned, how would the tackling be? Pretty good so far in this game, but on this touchdown, completely missed the tackle.
So now the point afters give the teams options. You can go for 1 from the 2, 2 from the 5, or 3 from the 10.
St. Louis has elected to try.
And it's interesting talking to the
from the
coaching
5-yard
staff.
line.
They're all using different analytics and trying to figure out where the most value is. St. Louis thinks it's from the 5-yard line.
And Chuck Long said, might as well go for 2. That was his analytics. We might as well go for 2. We'll see how it works out.
So there wasn't much of a difference in the success rate between the 2-yard line and the 5-yard line. Tamu, fade route, looking for Washington. Diving catch, but out of bounds. And so St. Louis fails to convert.
Rolling, guys, rolling.
Here's what the touchdown looked like from Keith Ford.
Well,
Ford in and out of traffic.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate
and right
it.
through the would-be tackle, Teni Adewuse. Jonathan Hayes' Battlehawks have their first score.
If you're St. Louis, with the penalties you've had, you've turned the ball over. And to be up 6-3 late in this half, if your defense can get out here and hold Dallas for this last minute 20, how excited is your locker room going to be to have a lead in this game when you know offensively you haven't played well?
There's another part to that excitement. We told you at the beginning, each winning team will split $100,000 per victory. So it's for the love of football and more.
I am on the sideline here with Jordan Tamu, who just got dapped up for leading the team. Your first half of professional football coming to an end here with a touchdown. How do you feel out there?
I feel good. Never had much possession going in, so as soon as we start moving, I think our offense is really good as a team. So once we get the ball, we're going to keep driving and move fast.
Oh, so you were moving, then you guys would shoot yourselves in the foot. It seemed like earlier, then you finally get it in there. What are you looking to take into the second half, you think?
Hey, less penalties, less false starts, and just keep moving as an offense, as a team, and we all play together. And no penalties, like I said. So
I like where his head's at, Tom. I really do. He's such a calm guy for being 22.
Yeah, he's chill. I mean, what is he, Hawaiian? Yes, he is. He went to New Mexico Military College. He said, I was so frustrated, I wanted to quit at one point, but we had to shave our heads, and I couldn't imagine going back home with a shaved head.
Here we go.
That was a real excuse for him.
Under a minute to go in this first half. Pressure.
Quick, get him down, maybe 6-second play, gain some yards for your kicker here and the swirly wins. But I think that's the thing about the XFL, the strategy is going to have to grow, you know?
Austin McGinnis, a registered financial advisor, also hosts a podcast about Kentucky football. And Yaka, he's got 2 field goals in the first half, and all the scoring for Dallas comes off the leg of the former Kentucky Wildcat.
Let's go.
32-yarder and a 42-yarder. Only thing more exciting.
Coach, first ever half coaching in the XFL here. What have you learned about your team that you'll talk about in a half?
Yeah, just, we've been a little bit short on some third downs, fourth downs, just a little better execution. In some of those situations, we got a chance to keep the ball and stay on the field.
Your offense has been efficient. You just haven't been able to score points. How does Hal get that offensive bunch over the mountain?
Same thing. I think we got to hit a few big plays. We haven't had really any big plays, and then execute on third down a little bit better. And we need better run defense on against them as well.
Have you enjoyed being back out here, Coach?
I love it. Absolutely.
For the love of football, Coach Stoops, and us here in Dallas, Tom Hart.
1,133 days since Bob Stoops last coached in a game. He personally has a 10-game win streak on the line today. That's how it ended with Oklahoma. St. Louis 6, Dallas 6. We'll take you inside the locker room. We've got more access coming and look back at the previous game today. It's the end of the first half here in Arlington. You're watching the XFL on ESPN.
Welcome to St. Louis.
My word for it. Try it out and see the savings for yourself.
Now that's a picture-perfect deal. Smile.
Welcome back to the XFL on ESPN. We're at the half between St. Louis and Dallas. Second game of the day in the XFL. And this one is tied at 6. Home teams have won every game so far this weekend. And the only home underdog, the New York Guardians, They didn't look like underdogs earlier. Meanwhile, Dallas Renegades catching a breather. Here's what happened with the Guardians and Vipers. Matt McGloin with the touchdown pass he scored earlier on a quarterback sneak. He's able to get it into the end zone. And the Vipers had some key turnovers in this one. Aaron Murray, a couple of interceptions. And then the fumble by his tight end. That was returned by the Guardians. And next thing you know, New York, the home underdog, was able to come away with the victory. Jamar Summers with a 20-yard touchdown return. Your final score in the Meadowlands, 23-3. McGloin finished 15 of 29, 182 and a touchdown. And the Guardians led that game 17-0 at the half. Yesterday, DC knocked off Seattle 31-19, and Los Angeles won at home. Houston won at home against Los Angeles 37-17. The over covered in that one. PJ Walker, the star of the opening weekend, 4 touchdowns, 4 different receivers. When we return, we'll take you inside the Dallas locker room and hear from Bob Stoops in his return to coaching. Place,
yeah, it's
right?
the same place.
It's a new game. Unless you took Dallas, you're down 9.5 at the break.
Can you still bet the under?
We can get something going. Jonathan Hayes is with Pat McAfee.
Coach Hayes, obviously tie game here, 6-6. What did you tell the boys at halftime?
Well, we can't shoot ourselves in the foot. Hell, we have a couple of legal procedures. We put the damn ball on the ground. We got to eliminate those things. I think we're running the ball well. I think our defense is playing stout. We just got to finish it now.
12 years as a player in the NFL, 16 as a coach. How do you feel about your first half as an XFL head coach?
I could still do a couple things better, too, myself. I got to make sure I stay on top of the situation. So we'll get it right, though.
Coach, you're doing a hell of a job. Back to you, Tom.
Well, there is almost a family feel to this one. Jonathan Hayes and Bob Stoops have known each other a long time. Along with Chuck Long, they all played together at the University of Iowa. And Stoops being from Youngstown and Hayes from the Pittsburgh area. Every time they'd go home for any break in college, they would ride together. It's a 9-hour drive from Iowa City to Youngstown. And then somebody would come over and pick up Jonathan and cover the rest of the way. They got to know each other very well. Hayes was on his first staff at Oklahoma. Chuck Long joined them there after Mike Leach left the staff.
How you expect to run it out here?
Tomu looking, Cole Hunt fell. Tomu will take off and he slides down what would have been shallow center field when this park was used for baseball.
Sack.
So Marquette King, NFL leg, all-pro at one point with the Raiders, gets away a boomer, his best kick of the day. And Gerard Hurd has to go Willie Mays at the 20. Pat McAfee, how about your boy, Marquette King?
It's beautiful to see him hammer a ball like he just did. The first couple he missed a little bit. The XFL ball isn't easy to hit, but if you get a hold of it, that thing goes. Marquette just showcased why he was an all-pro in the NFL, why he's probably going to end up back in the NFL, and why he's a weapon. That's a big field flip, especially with the way the momentum was going in the last couple plays.
Pat, back to that previous possession. You're over there on the same...
Ringo! Hey! Here we go!
Nelson is going to take off, and he gets stuck and up in it at the line of scrimmage. Big-time hit for St. Louis's Dexter McCoy.
Trying to hit that circle button, Tom. Bottom halfway through it. Now there's a little scrum. Don't hit our quarterback like that, says the Dallas Renegades offensive line.
And that's exactly what Coach Hayes told us. They decided not to blitz, so they went 8 guys in coverage. It's either all out or all coverage, which means they're going to rush 3 and keep 8 behind.
They're going to bring Austin McGinnis back out for a field goal. Here's where Philip Nelson got laid out.
Nelson's not a great athlete. I don't know why you jump in the air in that situation. It's not going to help your chances of making an extra yard.
23-yard attempt. Austin McGinnis punches it through. He was perfect in the AAF in his debut last year for Memphis. He is perfect in his XFL debut. 3 for 3 tonight.
Osted's is excited to bring the Great Plains Golf Expo back to Sioux Falls. Get out of the cold. Join us at the Sanford Pentagon February 8th and 9th. You can sling all the new equipment from top manufacturers. Reps will be on hand to ensure the perfect fit. Over $500,000 in specially priced inventory. Contests and prizes as well. Try local food and drinks and talk with over 50 local courses and exhibitors. Join us for Austed's Great Plains Golf Expo at the Sioux Falls Pentagon, February 8th and 9th.
This President's Day month.
Listen, now, composure is key. Composure is key, but here's the thing we got to do. We got to relax and get back into our groove. You understand? Get in our groove. Quit overthinking.
From Hayden Fry to Marty Schottenheimer, Bill Cowher, Marvin Lewis, he's learned so much from all the coaches he's played for and coached with. But the thing he took from Bob Stoops, being with him at Oklahoma, never let the players see you panic. Looking for composure here. Trailing for the second time in this game. And the St. Louis return takes it out to the 30. Pat standing by with Hal Mummy.
Coach, you've been coached.
I didn't care how the punter was. We didn't even want to see the punter hit the field, and he's punted the ball way too many times if you're St. Louis.
This is another laser.
I concur, but whenever the wide receivers drop balls, you need a punter to save it with a perfect. What is he doing?
What?
What?
Hey, Pat almost ran out there and downed himself.
Oh, that was the perfect. Just stay off the ball. Just don't even touch it. Marquette just hit a perfect punt. Just don't even touch it, buddy.
Running on the field.
Wow.
It was not
Right
touched by
through
the
the
receiving
wickets
team.
on
Therefore,
Gerard
it's a
Hurd.
touchback. First down from the 35-yard line.
What? And so it goes from inside the 1 out to the 35-yard line.
It's not often that you get to see a perfect. Troy Aikman's walking towards me right now.
How many times you see these special teams players? Just leave it alone. The ball's going to be on the half-inch line.
Amen. That's a voice of football.
Hey, look, Bo Harness hadn't got a chance to touch the ball.
That's Troy. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm gonna go talk to that guy that just ruined a perfect punt.
We have to pay for Troy's analysis?
I don't have the bag, but you guys probably do.
Those guys on the punt team, honestly, they get so excited because they don't get to touch the ball much that when they see it.
Now, I will point this out. Steve Harness was trying to track that thing. It very nearly hit Gerard Hurd and went right between his legs. So if he thinks that went off the punt returner, you fall on it for 6.
That wasn't even a good fall on it, though. He didn't even recover it.
He'd be terrible at Hungry.
Yeah, that was terrible.
My man.
We got a flag on the play.
Incredible effort on a special teams play there. Ends up backfiring a little bit. What was going through your mind?
I thought he touched it, so I tried to get on the ball before he got on the ball, and then went in the end zone.
Okay, Joey, you're 100% right. I can respect the hell out of that.
Can we have Pat more often?
Yeah, I'd like to point out that I was the one that was right.
Yeah, but
Illegal block in the back.
Hits.
Guys out in the desert said 52.5 was the number. We're going to come in way under that one, looks like. Nelson gets taken down in the backfield. St. Louis looking for a play. It comes from Terrence Garvin. A sack and a loss of 2.
Feels like every single play could pop, and every single possession matters right now.
Tamu.
Great catch.
They say caught, and it's a first down on a pickup of 12. Alonzo Russell out of Toledo.
Ready, go!
Tempo for Ta'amu in St. Louis. In a swing, Pearson L takes it up the sideline and a first down for the Battlehawks. 13-yard gain.
Pearson L was an All-American punt returner in Nebraska 2014. Drops the punt. It's key for him to get the ball back in his hands to sort of erase that bad play and make a play. Now they're across the 50 again. Can they finish this off? Keep this momentum going.
Michael.
The following copyrighted broadcast of the XFL and ESPN may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the XFL and ESPN.
Tom Hart, Joey Galloway, and Pat McAfee. We head to the fourth quarter. Final game of the opening weekend of the XFL. And Dallas, heavy favorites. Sorry, I got distracted. Those guys aren't wearing shirts. The Renegades have a field goal lead as we start the fourth quarter. St. Louis Battlehawks in the whites with the gray trousers. Dallas in all black. Tamu trying to take off. He will pick up a first down and plenty more. Inside the 10 before he's taken down. It's a 35-yard scramble.
And this was a called quarterback run. This is a great play call. The quick step, offensive lineman downfield, and all of a sudden now Tamu at his speed against the defensive Dallas. They track him down, but they're inside the 10. Can they finish this off and get back in the lead?
Largest, longest play of the game. We've got an injured player for Dallas. Tenny Adewuse. Nothing else. Let's listen to both sides.
Let's go 11. Let's go H, bunch right. 502.
Tell them again. Hey, tell them to rush. Just straight rush up front. Tell them to rush. 502. Empty or rain.
That's my favorite call I've ever heard.
No, we're good.
It sounds a little backyardish, doesn't it? Let's just rush him. 3rd and goal. 11th play of the drive.
H bunch. There's your H in this bunch, and we'll see if the ball goes there.
Tamu looking in zone. Back of it. It is touchdown. Caught. Touchdown, St. Louis. Alonzo Russell with a 9-yard strike from Tamu.
Running on the field.
Language, please, boys.
St. Louis back in front. They're going to go for 1.
That was a dime, by the way, from Tamu.
Point afters, you're allowed to go for 1 point from the 2-yard line. You can elect to try a 2-point conversion from the 5 or 3 points from
St.
the 10.
Louis will try for 1 from the 2-yard line.
Here's some of the strategy. Coach Long told us you might as well go for 2. Well, now they're up 3. They got a chance to put this at 4 to make it so that they just can't kick a field goal. All of a sudden, that 1 looks pretty good to them.
So does the underdog.
Here we go.
And Jones denied on the conversion. Jonathan Calvin got into the backfield, but St. Louis got a touchdown pass from Jordan Tamu.
And what a throw. On the money, goes up Russell, 6'4", 218. You put that ball up high near that goal post, and the defensive back will have trouble going up to get it with him.
I'm here with Jordan now on the sideline. Jordan popped a big run down the middle of the field, showing some athleticism, and then he threw an absolute strike in the end zone. What was it about that drive that really got you guys going?
You know what, just the speed. I told the guys they can't hang with us. That we just got to show them that each play, hey, next play, next play, next play, no matter if we lose yards or gain yards, it's the next play. So our goal was to score, so that's our goal. The rest of the game is keep scoring. Defense gets stops, and we're going to keep scoring.
All right, great drive, Jordan. The composure's unreal from this kid. And yesterday we saw a lot of very tired interviews. I'm impressed with his conditioning there, able to talk.
Yeah, especially after the longest play of the day was his 37-yard run to start the quarter.
A lot of times you'll see with athletic quarterbacks, they pop off a big run, it gets them in rhythm. Oh, a nice pass is coming next because now they're back in their element. They're making those kind of plays, moving the chains, their biggest play of the day, and then the throw, he then makes his best throw of the day.
If you haven't seen the kickoff, here's what it looks like. Taylor Russolino will kick it from the 30. His coverage team lined up at the 35. Only 5-yard separation. They can't move until it's fielded. From the 5. Wow, what a hit! St. Louis getting momentum from both sides of the ball. Well, Derek Hoskins out of Florida State.
Okay. Ready, go ahead.
Deep ball, and Jazz Ferguson wasn't ready for it. You could hear Philip Nelson scream Jazz as soon as he let it go. Missed opportunity for Dallas, and the Northwestern State product wasn't ready. 5th St. Louis possession to start inside their own 20. Tamu will keep it.
That is a great play call. A terrific, maybe the best play call of the day.
For inside zone. Straight ahead. First down run, Matt Jones. Chuck Long calling up some winners.
Guys are good.
180. What's that?
Pressure from the edge. Tamu to the slant. That's good for a St. Louis first down and plenty more. DeMornay Pearson out to the 40. Stays on his feet before he's taken down. And St. Louis goes into Dallas territory on a 39-yard run after the catch.
And it's the second time they've called Soda. Soda is the quick pop behind the linebacker. You can see Pearson L coming across. Because they run the ball so well in this game, they run it for 172 yards. It opens up the little pop pass behind. The first time they ran it, the second time they hit Pearson L for a big play.
Shoelace.
That is just a great defensive play call to send a blitz when a team is trying to run a double move when the quarterback has to hold the ball.
48-yard attempt now for Taylor Russolino. They're making a two-score game, and it is true. And St. Louis takes a 15-9 lead with 5:16 to go. Pat, it's been an amazing weekend already. What a way to cap this thing.
It has been an absolutely wonderful weekend, which leads us to the man who's in charge of this thing, Oliver Luck. When Vince McMahon approached you about relaunching the XFL, could you imagine a much more successful weekend than this has been?
Not my wildest dreams. Some great games. This one's a old-fashioned slugfest, a little bit of a barn burner in terms of the teams being so equally matched. So what a great opening weekend for us.
I know you guys took 7 months to kind of test out these new rules. The reviews have been nothing short of spectacular. The kickoff rules, everybody loves. The extra point attempt, everybody seems to love it. Did you have a sense that it would have this overwhelming positive response?
I thought the vast majority of football fans would like it because the underlying rationale, why did we change the kickoff, makes sense, right? And it makes sense not just for excitement, but for player safety as well. So we had a pretty good feeling that these rules were going to be well accepted by our fans.
The XFL is a good thing for this country. It's a good thing for football. I don't think anybody can be more proud than what we've got going on from you and your team, Oliver.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Pat.
No problem. Tom, Oliver Luck has been nothing short of professional, and what an overwhelming, successful weekend this has been for the XFL.
Not quite for Dallas yet, though. Came in as 9.5-point favorites, and they're in danger of losing here at home. Marquise Young with the return. A couple of push-ups.
Here we go. Woo-woo. One day. Break away.
They just got the play off. Nelson going deep. Too strong. Hal Mummy was without the quarterback that's going to be the face of this next week. Jordan Tomlin took a key sack. His coach wasn't happy.
There you go.
Come here. In that situation, you never take that.
I just got my leg out of nowhere.
All right.
And so as a result, St. Louis settled for a field goal. Their lead is 6. Matt Jones picks up 2.5. Great role model for young receivers. He's one of the oldest guys of this team. Play clock is already at 2.
And here's your why. They ran this play earlier, see if the Y can get the outcut.
Tamu got him. First down, St. Louis.
Remember they ran that play earlier and the Y fell down?
Yep.
They're talking about getting the ball out. He gets this ball out on time in a tight window. This is a terrific throw. Tomo's been different in this fourth quarter. These throws he's made, you can tell he's settled in.
That long run has changed everything for him, Joe.
2 minutes. Gotcha.
Taylor Heineke, backup quarterback, told him 2 minutes. Jonathan Hayes says, I got this. They will let the clock run out. We'll go to the 2-minute warning here at opening weekend, the final game
We're
of the
reaching the
XFL
warning of
weekend.
the ball game. Timeout.
The underdog Battlehawks win. St. Louis lead 15-9 with 2 to go.
Reaching out for help or talking to someone, it does really work.
After a leave of absence, it's been an emotional week for Blake.
She was 152 in the world.
Unthinkable.
The old record lasted 2 minutes.
This is behind the scenes, up to speed, in the game, and on the go. You follow? This is for the love of football. Follow, download, subscribe.
I don't understand, but I understand this. Tonight at 11 Eastern on ESPN. Stay tuned for SportsCenter with Kenny Mayne and John Anderson. From the NBA, they'll have Heat Blazers reactions. Plus, Phil Mickelson looks for back-to-back wins at Pebble Beach. And a look at a special tribute to Kobe and Gianna Bryant from the Philippines. That's tonight on ESPN and on the ESPN app. The St. Louis not take sacks.
Yeah, and that's going to happen with the young quarterback. And in this situation, he takes a sack, but honestly, it would be interesting to see what happens with the second play.
Just remember the same thing we talked about earlier. He's square like that. If the shoulder is square to give it, you know what I mean? When in doubt, give it.
Okay. That'd be good. All right, what do you want? Dual left, Iowa even, VIP. Dual left, Iowa even, VIP. Dual left, Iowa even, VIP.
There is a reason he would cover his mouth. He's standing in the play call. It's because the other team can still read lips and steal signals, even if they can't hear the audio.
Dual left, Iowa even, VIP.
They're going to run the ball. There's not a whole lot of calls, right? We all know that. They do it again. Dallas with the stop. Remember, inside 2 minutes, even though it wasn't out of bounds or an incomplete pass, the play clock will stop. The game clock will stop, pardon me.
The play clock.
And they'll run 5 seconds off the play clock before it starts winding again.
Dual right, Iowa odd, VIP.
Pat, you said that number was a minute 12?
Yeah, all the coaches I spoke to, a minute 12 when the opponent has 0 timeouts is good enough to win you the game. Obviously, first down is massive here, but you also want to keep the clock moving.
3rd and long. And nothing. That's a loss of 1. 1:04 to go. 4th down coming up.
You take this down.
Pretty vital in the punt game.
Dallas comes after it. King gets it away. Hurd chased to the sideline. And he muffs it. Gerard Hurd falls on it.
Game over. St. Louis Battlehawks win because of a punt.
Easy, Pat, easy.
That's what punters do, Joey. Oh no, they say Dallas recovered it.
I hope nobody changed the channel.
The ruling on the field is that the fumble was
I mean,
recovered
the
by
Oscars
Dallas.
are on. That's
First
boring.
down.
Right now, we got a shootout here in Dallas.
We really need a red carpet. We got a green carpet.
Yeah, the problem is Nelson hasn't gone downfield very well.
Yeah.
And so if you're Dallas and you need to score and you need to go, do something you haven't been able to do all day long, you're going to ask Nelson to now push the ball downfield, and the 2 deep balls he's thrown have been out of bounds.
You know who has a
Now
great
he's making
arm?
a play.
The running back has a great arm. We haven't seen the double.
Hold on, here we go. Here we go. Monday!
Clock starts now. Nelson, deep, intercepted! And St. Louis is going to steal a road win. Their captain, Will Hill, with the interception to seal this one.
Whole squad going down for a family photo. That's what we're talking about. I was just invited. I'm not going.
Will Hill got a heck of a souvenir. That's Dallas's football, and he can keep it.
I want to let you know, it was just mentioned by somebody on the sideline that maybe that spread of 9.5 was completely wrong.
Could be.
How about the over-under of 52.5? Pat, I hope you made some money on that one.
I believe all 4 unders hit this weekend, which nobody could have expected, but I'll be interested to see what the lines do next week.
St. Louis, the only road team to win this weekend. I hope you got the Battlehawks in the money line. If you did, you're buying us dinner next week in Los Angeles. What a difference in the second half. The St. Louis offense finally found some rhythm.
I'm with Coach Hayes down here on the sideline. Coach, first game as head coach, first XFL game. How do you feel with the squad?
Hey, feels great, especially against the guy that brought me in the coaching box. He's a hell of a coach. He's got a hell of a team. Well, I'm just happy we came out on top.
What did you like from Tuamu today?
I liked his poise. I loved his poise, and he showed it.
Hey, don't rub it in his face too much, Coach. I'll tell you what, 2 members have a lot of respect for each other. Great game down here in Dallas. The Battlehawks just had a great game plan, and Tuamu showed up.
The surprise of the weekend that St. Louis is able to come on the road as 9.5-point underdogs and take down Dallas. If you're looking for positives for this Dallas team, Landry Jones will be in action next week against Los Angeles. And Joey, seemingly this offense will look better with more of a deep threat with his arm.
Yeah, I think you liked what Philip Nelson did there for a while in the first 3 quarters. It was fine, taking the underneath throws, getting some first downs, moving the ball, didn't get a lot of points out of it. But it's in the fourth, when you need to go downfield, that's when you're in trouble when you're playing that kind of offense.
And so Jonathan Hayes able to put together a 15-9 victory. St. Louis will stay on the road. They go to Houston next weekend. Jordan Ta'amu, the winning quarterback, standing by with Pat.
Oos, it felt like you really hit a rhythm whenever you popped that long run. This second half was a completely different offense for you guys. What did you see out there?
I just saw that they gave us the run all game, and showed in the yards that the running backs did. That started with the O-line, and receivers helped out a lot with just the outside screens and just taking what they give us, and that's basically it.
You're 22 years old. This is your first professional ball. In early, was there any jitters? You felt pretty comfortable from the jump.
Yeah, I was nervous, but at the same time excited, more excited, just to be able to play again and with the XFL. So this is the first year of many more years to come, and first game of many more games. So I'm excited and blessed.
What's Coach Hayes like as a head coach? What was his message at halftime, and how is this going to contribute or continue throughout the entire season?
Yeah, Coach Hayes is a wonderful coach. He knows what he wants, knows what he needs, and he told us at halftime, hey, we got to keep doing what we're doing. Defense makes plays, and offense just keep driving and keep running down the throat, and that's basically what we did. Started with the O-line, like I said. They did a wonderful job tonight.
Incredible fade, incredible game. Congrats to you, young man. We can't wait to watch you this season. Ta'amu had a massive game today. Put the team on his back on numerous occasions. Terrence Garvin here, former NFLer, played his ass off on the defensive side of the ball. Tom, this Battlehawks team, 9.5-point underdogs, come away with a massive win in Dallas.
Pat, you mentioned the fade. Jordan Ta'amu's hair looks better than when he got it shaved at New Mexico Military College, and his game, Joey, has progressed. He can now say he's a professional quarterback. He's got a start under his belt, and he's got a W under his belt.
You can see he settled into this game. The couple throws he made in the fourth quarter for the touchdown, the Y out that they hit, were throws that are big time. On the money, on time, more importantly, and it started with the run. When you take an athletic quarterback like Ta'amu and he makes big plays with his feet, all of a sudden they feel comfortable, and you can see the throws get better.
15-9, maybe not as much offense as the folks at Caesars had in mind, but enough for Jordan Ta'amu and St. Louis to win this road game.
You see this throw down the field to the outside. You always throw the receiver to his outside shoulder so the defensive back can't get to it. It's a great throw to the sideline. And then stepping up, taking off, running, and watch the speed. He gets a first down, moving the chains. And again, this is a play call for a quarterback run, and it is just a foot race. Gets him inside the 10-yard line. Paid this off. What a great throw to the slant to Russell, who's 6'4", throws it up in the air, gets the foot in bounds. And St. Louis's offense, especially in that fourth quarter, was completely different.
So if St. Louis wants to get off to a great start in this league, they'll have to win on the road. They go to Houston next, but couldn't ask for a better start than that. Bob Stoops returns after 3 years away from this game. And how Mummy's air raid offense, they had the air taken out of them. How can they improve?
Well, when we talk to this coaching staff, and they talk about Landry Jones and what he brings to the table, they're very excited. He'll play next week. And I think this offense is going to look completely different. Philip Nelson completed a lot of balls, but not for much yardage. Look for Landry Jones to go downfield next week.
What did we learn about the league as a whole, and what did we learn about some of the things that we're going to need to know when it comes to game planning in this league with the new rules and the clock situation?
One thing we know is they're going to hit. These guys are hitting a lot, so you see that, and that's part of football. But the other thing is when you talk about some of the things they do with going for 1, 2, or 3 after games and how that plays in toward the end of the game there, we're seeing teams trying to run the clock out. And Pat told us you got to get to 1:15 with 4 plays to run it out, and so they had to punt the ball. So there's a lot of timing things and going for extra points that'll play into the strategy of this game.
Mizzou made LaDamian Washington with a great showing for his home state team, and the odds look like this coming into the season. Dallas, the favorites to win the XFL championship at 5-2. St. Louis at 6-1 alongside DC, but the Battlehawks certainly look a lot better. So Dallas and Tampa Bay, the two favorites, both took losses today. The home team, this weekend, I should say, that was today. The home teams go 3-1. What a fantastic opening weekend of XFL football throughout the country. Next Sunday, our crew will come your way Sunday at 3 o'clock on ABC. When Dallas looks to get off the schneid, they go out west to take on the Wildcats. For Joey Galloway, Pat McAfee, our sensational XFL on ESPN crew, I'm Tom Hart. Coming up next year on ESPN, The Undefeated presents the Year of the Black Quarterback. So long from Arlington.